So bringing some energy into your spine if you need a bit of energy to be in the meditation, like starting at the bottom of the spine and feeling the first curve forwards, and then the second curve that goes a bit up in the middle of the back. It goes back towards the back, and then another curve, then the neck curve. Just feeling each one of those little curves. And if it helps you to actually move your spine, just your spine backwards and forwards, just to feel where those curves are. So it can be a little bit big in the beginning and then just getting smaller. Feeling where we kind of push the very bottom of the spine through the hips forwards. And then coming back to something that's kind of in the middle, aligned, so that the weight of our bottom is spread out, if that makes sense. So we're not too perched towards the front or the back. So this is helpful if you need some energy. If you have too much energy, you could just spend a few moments breathing into the lower belly in a more kind of calming, soothing way. So we could take some long breaths, energizing the spine, or some long breaths, just calming any agitation, calming our nervous systems. Feeling into the energy that we've brought to this meditation, like the residues of our day or our week. Like, what are we carrying with us now that's come in without trying to throw it out or get rid of it? Just as a noticing what energy, what kind of buzzers have I brought with me into this? I'm just listening to them a bit. Feeling into if we can hear our nervous systems level of busyness. And allowing ourselves to just lower that, to relax. If there's anything that we've come from this week or today that's been speeding us up or overwhelming or something agitating, just relaxing that whole system. Even if that doesn't happen completely all in one go, there can just be this intention to let go of it, to let go of the driving part, the trying part. Relaxing our toes. Can each toe feel the floor and the whole of the bottom of the foot? And the calf muscles. If you've been moving around or walking uphill or anything, maybe you can feel the calf muscles. Just allowing some relaxation into those muscles. Coming up to the knees, the big centers often of some pain for people, for some people, and just feeling that area. Lots of nerves going through there. And just letting that, whatever we're holding tight to, go. Coming up the legs to the hips and the bottom, this whole area, lower pelvis. And feeling if it's kind of balanced between the right and left hip. Or are we more kind of forward or to one side? Feeling that balance, coming in connection with that lower belly, hips, bottom, lower back. Coming up the torso, dropping the shoulders, widening a bit the elbows to allow for some air. Feeling again how the spine feels. Does it need more curve or less curve? There isn't one right way to do it. There's just what's right for you now. And dropping the chin a little bit towards the chest so that we're not straining our neck. Feeling the gentleness of our eyelids, not tight shut. Just letting a little bit of light through the lashes. Feeling the lips just lightly touching, not gripping, not pursed. Letting the cheek muscles drop. And the forehead muscles just dissolve as if it was all running off you into the ground. Maybe there's a bit of calm coming, a bit of samadhi, a little bit of settledness, or a little bit more settled than the beginning of the meditation. You can taste that and enjoy it. Also, there might be other things popping up into our mind, to our body systems, our heart. Whatever is arising in meditation, it doesn't mean that the meditation isn't going well. It's just a human thing. Things arise in the mind, different mind states. Like maybe some sleepiness or some restlessness, some desire or aversion, or even some doubt, are very common states of mind. Not everyday life, but also in our meditation. And when these come up, instead of trying to get rid of them and get calm again, instead of trying to control our mind states, we can be curious about them and inquire into them, investigate them. Especially when we're a bit calmer and, and we're like, okay, so now what? We can get to know restlessness, agitation. We can get to recognize it in our body and mind and heart. Find out what kind of events or thoughts or actions bring this on. Not like something bad to get rid of, but like, oh, how interesting. There's agitation. Let me go and see what agitation is about. Oh, how interesting. There's sleepiness, spaced outness, kind of gray zone, maybe. How interesting. Let me explore this a bit. Or desire, strong aversion, which includes anger and all of this family. You can see, oh, when we get really curious, how long do they last, these states? When we want to go and meet them, sometimes they're like wriggly fish, disappear. As if they were shy. And sometimes we can sink into them, then feel if it's overwhelming, step back a little. So we're not right in there with the desire or the aversion, but we're feeling it. If it's, is it on our skin that we feel it? Or in our lower belly, in our heart area, in our diaphragm? Where do we experience desire and aversion? In the lower belly, solar plexus. And this curiosity, it's like a kind of a receptivity to what's actually happening, instead of a refusal of the present moment's manifestations. We're open to what's actually arising in us without trying to create state, without trying to transform or get away from. Just being curious, investigating, exploring. Where is doubt in my body? How does doubt feel as a mind state? Can I tell if it's a helpful kind of doubt or just a compulsive type of going on and on without confidence? And we're just listening out with open-minded receptivity, open-bodied receptivity, open-hearted. We can feel even on a very subtle level where there's resistance, aversion, a kind of no, or a wanting, a grasping towards, a reaching towards. Knowing how these movements feel inside us. It's a slow building of wisdom. We're getting to know ourselves. We're getting to know our mind movements, our body sensations. And through being curious, some wisdom can slowly come. It's very different from just trying to be calm, trying to shut things out. It's much more alive. We're not trying to get to a state and keep it and sit there. We're allowing this elasticity of whatever is there to be experienced and tasted, and to feel what we learn from that. What do I learn from tasting my own aversion or desire, knowing my sleepiness and restlessness, from being familiar with my doubting mind? Just staying with this. What's happening now? Sometimes we can explore these states. And sometimes there's just a situation in our life that comes up. And this also can be explored without too much analyzing or thinking into it, but a more kind of feeling it. How does this situation feel? We can listen out for some body wisdom. Sometimes when we bring to mind, if we're trying to solve something and we bring it to into our body awareness and then listen, we can feel into what the body is telling us about it. Maybe some images come, maybe some movement. Maybe we feel an unsticking of a situation without knowing what the solution is in our mind. We just feel a movement there. And sometimes nothing. Sometimes we can't go forwards, we can't go backwards. And we can't stay, as Ajahn Chah used to say. We can't stay in the same spot either. What can we do when we're in this? We can let go. We can surrender. So when we feel like we've explored and been curious and investigated, and we've gone where we can with that, and there's something that's stuck, there can just be this surrender. Sometimes if it's sleepiness and we just surrender, we just fall asleep. That's okay. Sometimes if it's agitation and restlessness, just that feeling of surrender. Okay, agitation, you're here. Okay, just be here then. And then somehow that surrendering allows a loosening. It's a strange way. And sometimes we need to keep on and on surrendering to what's present, being with desire and aversion, doubt, sleepiness, agitation, or something else. So, for these last few minutes of this meditation, I'll be quiet and just leave you with these tools of grounded body and curiosity, investigative inquiry, and surrender when that's helpful, letting go. Just keep asking the question, even without a response. What's happening now? Thank you very much.